Hey Scorpio, so it looks like you guys are wanting to move away from something. For some of you, you all may actually be preparing to move, but I'm getting that this is like an energy that you're wanting to get away from. It's an energy that you've been sitting in for quite a while now, and you are currently in search of something better. You're like finally over it, I guess. But I feel like this isn't necessarily a finally over it thing. I feel like you guys have had this feeling quite a lot where you called yourself being finally over it, but not actually doing what it takes to get away from this energy, okay? But I feel like your hopes at this moment are high and wanting to get away from this energy, because this is you, okay? This has nothing to do with divine intervention. As you can see, the divine intervention card is in reverse. This is you deciding that once again it's time for you to get away, and you're hopeful once again. But like I said, I don't think this is the first time that you've been hopeful that you will get away from this energy. I think this is a thing that happens time and time again, and you never actually escape this energy because it has like some sort of stronghold on you. But there is something that you are in search of. It's like some sort of, it's like a hidden parts of you, or like a hidden version of you. It's the version of you that you haven't necessarily touched on because you haven't done the inner work in order to see what that version of you could actually look like. It's like you envision it, you can see it in your head, but you can't see it in reality because you have yet to put in the work in order for you to live it. Okay, so it's tormenting you, whatever this is. Whatever the energy is that you are wanting to get away from. I feel like it's a relationship. It's one of those relationships where you guys break up, come back together, break up, come back together, break up, come back. It's just like a freaking roller coaster here. It's a never-ending cycle is what it feels like. And that's why the torment card is here, because you're tired of it. You've been tired of it. You're always tired of it. However, you can't seem to let it go. Your mind, body, and soul just won't let it go, okay? With the shadow card being sideways, I feel like, you guys dabble in wanting to do the work and somewhat doing the work, but not actually standing firm on doing the work, okay? I feel like you put in a little bit of work and then you stop. Then you put in a little bit, it's like this up and down energy I keep getting with you guys. And then with letting go in reverse, I feel like you guys have yet to let go of the idea that this might be something worth it. I don't know. You guys won't let it go. You won't release that idea. Even though you know that as many times as you've come back together with this person or this energy, whatever it is, it's never worked out. It's always been something to leave you feeling tormented, feeling like you have this high anxiety, but you need to let it go. It's like I said earlier, you have like it has like a stronghold on you. And shit, I was about to say that you have a stronghold on it, and that might be right too. You have a stronghold on it. You guys, the two of you, or you and whatever this is, together, collectively, have a stronghold on each other, but it's not healthy, okay? You're refusing to roll the dice on this situation. You're refusing to see what could come of you letting go and letting God, letting go and trusting yourself to find something better or to do something more fulfilling, okay? You're afraid. You're afraid of what will happen if you roll the dice, okay? And there's a person here who you can't seem to get out of your mind. You have yet to forget this person. This person has yet to forget you. You guys are, again, like stuck on each other, but not in a healthy way, okay? And with breakup being sideways, I feel like this is what I mean by you guys being stuck on each other, but not in a healthy way. Both of you guys know that you need to let it go. Okay? And you've oftentimes tried to let it go, but you find yourselves right back in each other's arms, fighting, yelling, arguing, just going through it. All right? And with home in reverse, I feel like it's not feeling like home anymore. This, you know how they say home is where the heart is? You're not feeling like this person or this energy is where home is anymore. Like, for some of you, this could also be that you, like I said, you may be moving, okay? But for the majority of you, this has nothing to do with you moving. This has everything to do with the fact that this person's heart is no longer your home, okay? And then we have encounter in reverse. So you guys may not be around each other at this time. You could be separated at this time. That person's off doing them. You're off doing you. But you guys are both like in some sort of mental prison when you're not together. But when you are together, you're in some sort of mental prison. This is the crazy part. This reading just seems very strange in a sense, because it's like two people who want each other bad, but know that they can't have each other, or know that they're not healthy for each other. Or rather, oh my goodness. So what it is that there's been, you guys have been putting off the work that it takes to actually be in a healthy relationship, is what I'm getting. So you can't actually expect for you to be able to come together with this person if neither one of you are willing to do what it takes in order for you guys to come together. So there is a lot of inner work that needs to be done on your part, as well as this person needing to deal with their inner work, or rather shadow work, okay? So the things that you deem normal individually is not necessarily normal. I mean, it can be considered your norm. However, these are things that lacks emotional intelligence or some sort of emotional maturity. You guys are way too dependent on each other, and it's taken away from the relationship being it's taken away from the relationship being able to thrive. Okay, so with trash in the reverse, you haven't taken out the trash. I mean, sometimes you gotta split up to come back together, and sometimes you might split up and not come back together because you guys might mature so much that you realize that you don't even want that person anymore, or that person realizes they don't want you anymore, whatever the case may be. But you guys got to at least give it a fair shot. Like, there's not even a fair shot being given here to figure out whether or not this is what either of you actually want. You guys are right now just like emotionally dependent upon each other, and that's not healthy. That's not healthy at all. This is why we have divine timing in the reverse. Divine timing is not here for this, okay? The divine is not involved in this at all. This is some self-made situation, all right? You guys are freestyling. You're doing what you want to do. There is no higher power involved in this at all. No source, no, when we come together and we sit down at the table, this isn't that. You guys are two people freestyling. Uninvited guests is like the proof is in the pudding. Like, can I get any clearer here? You guys literally show up in each other's lives whenever you want. Okay, you could be dealing with other people, doesn't matter. When one or the other shows up, everybody else takes a back seat. That's so unhealthy. And you guys probably think that it's like the coolest shit, where it's like, yeah, when I come around, y'all gotta get out the way, move out the way. Like, no, that's not healthy at all. That's not healthy. You gotta think about that in terms of somebody just being willing to drop somebody. Like, imagine if it was being done to you. Imagine if you were the person being dropped every time somebody else showed up. That's not a healthy way of doing anything. So there's definitely a lot of work that need to be done there as well. All right. And then with reconcile, there may be a possibility. There may be a possibility. If you are taking heed to the things that I am saying, you cannot expect for this situation to work out. If this is what you want, if this is who you want, do not expect for it to work out with you guys continuing to do things as you have for this long. It's not going to work that way. I promise you it's not going to work that way. But if you want some sort of reconciliation, then you must take some time out for yourself so that you can heal. It's the only way it's going to work. If you want it to work, that's the only way it's going to work, is if you take the time out and do the necessary work to heal. I mean, like, literally sit with yourself and try and figure out, why am I so attached to this person? Why am I having such a hard time walking away when I feel I need to walk away? Why don't I know boundaries? Why, because this is about you. They can only focus on themselves and their healing, and you have to focus on yourself and your healing. You cannot control or ask the questions to the universe that they need to be asking to the universe, or the things that they need to be controlling within their own life. You got to focus on the things that are wrong with you, okay? You got to get rid of this dependency. It's given, childhood trauma or abandonment issues, or just something that you haven't dealt with yet deep down inside that you need to deal with before you can fall in love in a healthy relationship. You got to fall in love with you first, okay? Only then will you be given the key to enter into the next level with someone else, okay? This is why we have key in reverse. You're not going to receive this key until you do what you have to do for you first. You fall in love with you first. Everything else in the meantime will remain a mystery. All right? All right. I love you guys. Stop wondering about the mysteries of this relationship and make it what you want it to be. Bye-bye.